temperature check. It is 2 degrees and windy here in Kristiansand, Norway. But with the beauty of the city and the good out there, I could not resist to get out of the house. Me and my cameraman had to go meet Kristen, a technician with Radio 316, Kristiansand. Kristen is a self-taught artist. He refers to his creations as non-trash yet. He uses materials that he finds in the West collected by the sea and during his hikes. He finds so much inspiration in the things that others have discarded. Every piece of trash has a story to tell, and I love how he gives it a new life through his art. There are so many amazing things. I'll say that in norsk. There are mange good things.
Yeah, good thing.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Right. Yes. I'm getting there. Soon I'll be just speaking in norsk anyway. Here I am in Kristen's house. This is a gentleman I met. He's creative. He gets the things that you would think that they are rubbish and makes them and turns them into something amazing. There are so many things that we look at and we just, we just ignore. But with him, he makes them really beautiful. I love art. And when I saw this, I was like, no, there's no way I can just enjoy the beauty. I have to share with my viewer. And right now, he was so nice to invite us to his home to show us his creatives. Kristen, thank you very much. Who is Kristen? Someone would like to know who Kristen is.
Growing up over from here in a small village or something like that.
Okay.
I like to out and hike a lot, especially close to the sea. And that's where a lot of these things are coming from, like I'm making. Yeah.
How is technical work related to this nature creative?
It's a little bit of like maybe something I can't do a lot of in the work. I'm doing as a hobby, and also there are some lamps and stuff here that are a little bit technical, and I'm putting some of that into.
As he's doing this, in a way, he's saving the environment. There are so many things there are some things that he has made from the trash that could endanger environment, but he turned it into something useful.
This is plastic, recycled plastic, but what's a little bit special about this is it's actually plastic that I have picked on the beaches and in the coming from the ocean. So I've been to the ocean and I picked it up, and most of what I'm picking up that is trash and I'm just throwing away. It's not worth doing anything with, but some of it is possible to recycle. It's a little bit trickier to work with this kind of plastic than what you normally would find in when you are throwing away stuff from food containers and stuff like that. That's a little bit easier to recycle, but this can be a little bit hard. Mostly big plastic, some 20 liters containers for oil or washing.
Please take me through the process of making this or the knobs. There are so many things. We have knobs, we have hooks, we have mats, cup mats.
Yeah.
I've
tried some other stuff also, but it turned out so great.
Yeah. Okay. Can you take me through the process of making?
The first one is since I'm often starting with big stuff, it's normally to start with a knife to just get them down to smaller sizes. And then I usually clean them a little bit, and then I'm shredding them in a shredder that's tearing it apart to to small plastic pieces.
Yes.
And that after I've done that, I'm normally then you need to heat it in injection mold machine. Or sometimes it's a little bit depend on what I'm making, but yeah, you heat it in some way, and these things are put in an injection mold, so you have a big aluminium block with this hole in it, or these others, and you get force the heated plastic into it.
Any danger into doing this? Have you experienced anything?
It's not so, but it's of course you are on 230 degrees, so you need some protection against the heat, and you can. These plastic types are pretty much safe. They should be safe when it comes to fumes and stuff, but you never know, so you need to use some kind of gas mask when you are working with them. But as long as you don't burn the plastic, it should be pretty safe. If you burn it, there are lots of nasty gases releases, so burnt plastic isn't a good thing.
Now, let's talk about the lights. I've seen lights.
Yeah.
How do you do that? How do you make the lights? I've seen something which is like a pan or something like that. Yeah. Let's go through the process of making a light.
Yeah, then it normally starts with an idea. Sometimes just buying stuff and like starting to think, what can I do with this? I don't always have a plan when I'm buying them.
Oh.
But then when you have an idea, it takes some time to find out how you're making them. The pan is like there are LED light in there that actually uses the pan to cool itself, and you have some cast aluminium in there. I have casted myself, recycled aluminium, and
Did you say recycled aluminium?
Yeah, but it's not so impressive, but just a lot of companies say that we are using recycled aluminium, but recycled aluminium is basically cheaper than the new aluminium because it's so easy to recycle. So it's like the most recycled metal close to the most recycled metal you have.
Yeah.
So it's pretty easy to work with, and yeah.
Let's talk about wood because it's so amazing. So did you do that, or you just found it when it was light and then just fixed the bottom? I
found them with a tree inside, so I have taken out the log, or they was like it was driftwood, so with a log inside. So I taken out that and made a base for them. Not done so much more than a little bit of cleaning also on them. They are pretty much as I found them.
I see some wood stands.
Yeah.
Just you're creative in a way that I can't even explain. But I believe my viewer can sense the amazement into this. It's really interesting. Do you train people doing this, or are you planning to train people doing it?
Maybe I will not think of it like that, but
I know some friends who would like to get into it, especially like immigrants who would like to pick a leaf in this. And would you be willing to train?
Yeah, I could.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes, you've heard that. Hey, dear viewer, especially if you're in Kristiansand and you're an immigrant and you feel like you need to polish that creativity of yours, we have Kristen here. He's willing to train you or to work with you and create nice stuff out of trash.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do you see yourself in this creative world 5 years from now?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. It might be just a hobby still. Maybe something more, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. In my head, I'm seeing a workshop. Kristian's
Maybe,
hobby.
but I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. When you see yourself right now, do you look back when you're young and you're like, oh, I predicted that I would be in
No.
technical
No.
part? No.
No, I wouldn't say that. I've always liked to make stuff, so
Make stuff.
so it's maybe not so.
How was Christian? 5 years, 6. How was young Christian?
I'm not sure, but I always liked like Lego. I like building stuff with Lego. So when I was outside, we made like stuff with trees or made this. I'm not sure what you call it, but I built a lot of different stuff, and also I was a little bit older. I was like a scout, and then also we made like a lot of different stuff with.
So you were a scout when you grew up? Scout?
Isn't it scout? Yeah.
So, Kristen, can you show us around? Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you for having us.
I've made a couple of these ones, and this is one without. This is actually also recycled plastic from the sea.
Oh.
The same as these other ones. And here you see the inside of it. So you see it like the LED is just it's not a normal LED bulb. It's just something you will find inside some spots and stuff, and it uses like the aluminium as a heat sink around it, and you have a power supply to power it.
So that's what powers the light, the bulbs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this is in a LED bulb. Even normally all of this is built into it, but here you have like it's a little bit more light, and you can get light bulbs that's this powerful, but it's just plastic you already can see through. I recycled, so it's not clear, but you get light through it. So it's now when you're recycling plastic, it's like the color you put in is basically what you get out. So if you can get light through it, you get light through it after you have recycled it also. But if it's green, it still will be green when you recycle it.
That's what they call creativity, my friends. Wherever you are, just whatever you're thinking about, do it. Don't wait. See, Kristen here, he's doing amazing work. I'm so amazed. I can't even. I'm speechless, to tell you the truth, because I love these. This can be also a flower vase or something, if I want to.
Yeah, maybe.
Kanskje.
Kanskje.
Yeah. Vi er her i Kristen hus.
Yeah, apartment. Yeah.
Yes. Han er technician på radio.
Yeah, radio station. Yeah.
Radio station. Han er kreativ. Alduser. That's good. That's right. I'm trying to speak North here, my friend, and I'm enjoying my stay here. Not a long time, but I'm just trying to admire everything that is in his house. It's really unique and beautiful.
Also recycled plastic, but this is when you are 3D printing, not every time all of it turns out well. So this is made from that type of plastic. It's just
for the 3D.
From the 3D printed. So yeah, it can be moved.
Thank you for inviting us, for showing us, for showing us around, and I'm sure I'll be in touch with people who are willing to learn how to do this. That has been our show today with Kristen here in Kristiansand, and he has shown us a lot. Just a reminder, please don't litter. Let us save the environment. In case you see anything that is going to destroy the environment, you can use it and get something beautiful. Like, very beautiful, right? Yes. That is it for today. Till next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We love you. Bye.